What is MTHFR? MTHFR stands for methylene tetrahydrofolate reductase. MTHFR provides instructions for making methylene tetrahydrofolate reductase. The catalytic activity for MTHFR is 5-methyltetrahydrofolate and NADP. NADP stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. The cofactor for MTHFR is FAD or FAD. FAD is flavin adenine dinucleotide. This molecule consists of riboflavin found in vitamin B2. The enzyme regulation for MTHFR is S-adenosylmethionine, better known as SAMe. SAMe is a common co-substrate involved in methyl group transfers. The most common SNPs, which stands for singular nucleotide polymorphisms that are tested, are C677T and A1298C. When someone has a defect at one of these enzymes, he or she can have an array of problems related to folate deficiency, such as neural tube defects, spina bifida, elevated homocysteine, poor methylation issues, miscarriages, cancers, and autoimmune diseases. You have been diagnosed with MTHFR. Now what is the next step? Find a good support system. There are many support groups on the internet that will assist you with your questions. Also, finding a doctor or nutritionist that understands MTHFR and methylation is very important. Just because you have an MTHFR SNP does not mean it is expressing. Many people have MTHFR, but who are the ones in need of L-methylfolate? If folic acid levels are high, this is a strong indication that MTHFR could be compromised. People who have this gene compromised will have trouble converting folic into the more active bioavailable form of folate, so in turn you will see folate low if they're not getting folate-rich foods like eggs, leafy greens, beans, and berries. The next step would be for your doctor to test whole serum folate. If you are eating a diet rich in natural folate such as leafy greens, beans, eggs, and berries, and your folate is still low, then your doctor will want to consider giving you a more active bioavailable form of folate. Many doctors are giving high doses of folate supplementation. When should they consider lower dosages? When folate levels are not extremely low. Many people have done well on just 400 to 800 micrograms of folate daily, along with a folate, not folic-rich diet. Giving too much L-methylfolate to certain individuals can cause a backup in high folic acid levels for the folate that they are not utilizing. Unmetabolized folic acid is one of the risk factors in colorectal cancer. Excess folic acid, not folate, can then burn out folate receptors. High levels of L-methylfolate can put a burden on people with COMT V158M and H62H who have a hard time breaking down dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine. Methyl donors like L-methylfolate can elevate epinephrine and lead to anxiety and panic attacks in individuals when COMT V158M and H62H are compromised. If folate levels are low, what should I be concerned about? You should be concerned about autoimmune diseases since folate plays a role in the immune system. Many people with MTHFR compromised have been diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis. TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, is not the best test for these individuals. Testing must go much further. T3, T4, reverse T3, T4, TG, thyroglobulin, TGAF, thyroglobulin antibody, and TPO, thyroid peroxidase. What do I do if my doctor will not run these tests or just wants to give me folic acid? Find another doctor. We have a list started at MTHFRsupport.com. What do I do if my doctor tells me not to worry about MTHFR? Again, if you have concern, please find a doctor who will listen and run the proper tests before they say that there is nothing to worry about. When MTHFR is compromised, there is much to worry about. My doctor says my homocysteine is fine, so I have nothing to worry about. Is this true? What is your homocysteine? Many doctors and nutritionists that know methylation and MTHFR are saying that a homocysteine between 6 and 8 is good, and others are saying between a 7 and 9. If your homocysteine is over 9, there is a possibility that MTHFR is compromised, and if it is below a 6, MTHFR may also be compromised. What kind of B12 should I be taking with my L-methylfolate and how much? Your dosages should coincide with your B12 levels, and many doctors that understand methylation can assist with this. Methylcobalamin is the most active form of B12 and the one that most doctors that know about methylation and MTHFR prescribe, but it is not a good idea for people with COMT V158M and H62H compromised. Individuals with these COMT genes usually need to do hydroxy and or adenosyl B12. Methylcobalamin can do more oxidative damage to people with COMT compromised. I have psoriasis, and when I take L-methylfolate, my psoriasis gets worse, but I have been diagnosed with MTHFR. What can I do? Most people who have psoriasis have had pretty bad flare-ups when taking L-methylfolate. First, what is causing the hyperreactive immune system should be looked into. What is causing the psoriasis? Diet, gluten, dairy, soy allergy, etc. If MTHFR is compromised, how does this relate to glutathione? When folate is low, glutathione will be low. Folate and MTHFR are part of the methylation pathway. Glutathione production is the end result of methylation. Glutathione is Mother Nature's antioxidant. Without glutathione, we cannot detox environmental toxins from the body and diseases set in. What diseases are associated with MTHFR? Any disease related to low glutathione. I'm TTC, trying to conceive, and have been unable to, or I have a history of miscarriage and have been diagnosed with MTHFR. Is this important to address? Yes, it is. Folate deficiency, infertility, and miscarriage is directly linked to MTHFR. Your OBGYN should know the difference between folic acid and folate. Folate is what you need, and folic is not what you need, since most people with MTHFR have a hard time converting folic into folate. My doctor wants to give me methotrexate, but I have MTHFR. Should I be concerned? Yes. If MTHFR is compromised and your whole serum folate is low, methotrexate inhibits folate production. Low folate can lead to autoimmune diseases. If I have a question or would like to share my story, then where can I do that? Go to our forum at MTHFRsupport.com. We will do our best to answer them. My doctor wants to put me on an oral birth control pill, and I've been diagnosed with MTHFR. Should I be concerned? Yes. Oral birth control pills have been known to reduce folate. I have elevated oxalates. How does this affect someone with MTHFR? When oxalates are elevated, oxalic acid can shut off the folate cycle and many times must be addressed before folate supplementation can assist in getting folate levels up. Thank you for coming to MTHFR Support and joining our effort in raising awareness one doctor at a time.